Hello guys, and welcome to my what is video for the game Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So as yesterday we did the video for Neo, which is also a Souls type of samurai game, I thought that I would touch on Sekiro, because Sekiro is actually made by the same people who made Dark Souls. So it's directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki. He also directed all the Dark Souls games, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, all games like that in the past. And it's developed by From Software, so anything From Software do, beware, they're flipping scary. And it was published by Activision on the 22nd of March 2019. It's available on Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now, the thing with games like this is that they are designed to be, just like Neo as well, and obviously Dark Souls before, Bloodborne before it, they're designed to be as hard as humanly possible. So the idea simply is, with a game like this, is that you can attack the monster 10 times, 20 times, and it not die, and it can attack you once, twice, and you die. Simple as that. So you really have to make sure to be on top of your game. Now, the twist for a game like Sekiro is it balances the combat based on parrying. So in previous Soul games, the idea was you mostly had to like dodge attacks, but in Sekiro you actually get by with parrying a lot, because the way it works is the more you're parrying, the more you fill up a gauge, and then you can eventually one-shot monsters, or you can at least take off one health bar. Now, bosses will have, for that reason, will have several health bars, with the last boss in the game having about 4, maybe 5. So now, again, this game is tough. It's very tough. The thing with this game is that the movement is very, very quick. So you can see I can move around. The combat is very quick. You can jump around, you can dodge around, and so on. So it has to be as responsive as possible so that you do feel like you're fighting in real time. Also, as well, you have different style of attacks. If you feel you have time to do a big attack, then just hold the button. Otherwise, just tap it so you can slash. Then you parry with, I'm using the Xbox controller, so you parry with LB, but it's not just a case of holding it and just parrying everything. It's not a game like that. You actually have to time your parries or time your dodges, like know when to actually use it. You have a plethora of different items you collect through the game, which you can select with the D-pad, and to use them, press up on the D-pad, and so on. But the point is that you really have to practice and get around the game quickly. Now, the game has been out for a while. The game has been out for a few months, so there is a lot of already speedrunners of the game who do really well and so on. But the thing is, with a game like this, for a newbie like myself, and for anyone going through it the first time, it can be really, really stressful, really tough, really, I can't explain how infuriating a game like this can be. But for that reason, the amount of satisfaction you might receive for actually winning will be immense. So let me actually see if I can find someone to fight. Now, playing this on PC, as you can see, the game looks absolutely stunning. Like, it looks absolutely great. I'm using an RTX 2080. It's not required to play a game like this on max setting, but because I can lock it at 60 FPS, it makes it fun. Now, so you see here, I can sneak up on him. Now, you see, when they're hovering red, it means that you can one-shot them. And throughout combat, sometimes when you're, like I said, you're doing the parrying, you have to wait for the red. Then when you attack, you one-shot, just like that. So, now, of course, he wouldn't... he would attack me if he saw me, simple as that. So there are some mobs you can one-shot like that. Now, you see he's dropped coins. You can hold X on the Xbox controller and it will pull in all of the coins. You can pick up various loot and so on. Now, the thing is with a game like this is that it's very, very brutal, and you really have to pick your time. It's not just a case of just go around and kill everything and slash them all to death. Like, one-on-one it can be hard. So if you have multiple people at the same time, it can be really, really tough. So I actually tend to go for the more stealthy approach as much as I can. Now, of course, you can't stealth bosses, simple as that. Like, you might be able to get the first hit in with stealth, but then you will still have to deal with all of their other health bars and so on. And the fights can be absolutely, like I said, infuriating. But as with all let's say, PvE games or player versus environment games, they are scripted. You can eventually learn your way through the fight mechanics. There's only a so number of moves that you can do. Uh-oh, a chicken. I am so dead. Like, chickens have been the bane of my existence since Zelda. There we go. I survived. I killed a chicken. I'm so proud. Don't call Peter, please. Now, like I said, guys, this game, OMG. That's all I will say. All of the Souls-type games, OMG. And as well, the next one that they're working on at the moment is called Elden Ring. I did do a reaction to the teaser, which they released a long time ago, but that teaser really just didn't show anything. It just was an announcement that Elden Ring is the next game coming in the series, of this style of game. As I said, they have done a fantastic job with this game. It looks great, the combat is great, it's fluid, you can see it graphically, it works very well. The combat, it can be actually infuriating. It's designed to be as infuriating as possible, but at the same time they have gone out of their way to make sure that when, let's say, an incoming swipe or incoming attack is coming from a monster, then you will see like movements in their body and the animations which will allow you to anticipate the parries easier. So they have to go out of their way to make sure that you can do that. Otherwise the game would basically just be impossible to do, or you would have to just rely on blind luck. And with all of these sort of games, you cannot, like I said in the Neo video, you cannot muscle. You can't just keep swiping and then hope you'll eventually overpower the monsters and win. Like that chicken that I just killed would probably kill me in certain situations. Now, as with a lot of games, like I said, you can choose the stealth. If you have very, very high skill and very sort of amazing reactions, then sure, you could probably get away with fighting multiple mobs at once. But I just don't. I'm not 14 anymore. I'm 35 now. So the first time through anyway, I will take my time. I will stealth around. I will scope out my environment. I will see what monsters there are and so on. But the inevitable thing is that you will eventually get to boss fights. And at that point, you might end up dying over and over and over again. It's a case of patience. Patience is the key. Can you accept the fact that you're going to be killed over and over and over again? Like Shadows Die Twice is an understatement. Can you accept the fact you're going to wipe over and over again and react positively to the situation and just keep trying to push for a better result next time? Because if you're anything like me, you might just rage quit the game and then never play again. Because I'll be honest, guys, I played this for about 4 hours. And then I rage quit, and this is the first time I've loaded it and installed it since. So, yeah. But like I said, for the people who are looking for a great challenge, a great-looking game with a great soundtrack, with frustrating but satisfying combat, great animations, and so on, then please check out Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. You will not regret it. I personally, like I said, I haven't really played much of this game, but I've seen a hell of a lot of speedrunners do this game because it's very impressive to see, because I know how difficult this game is to play. So you can see the amount of time and the amount of practice that has gone into what they have done, but also the just increased skill level. If I had the reflexes I had when I was 14, sure, a game like this probably would be reasonable. I would be able to react in time and so on. But as I'm 35 now, it's not impossible for me to have reflexes like that, but it can be very, very frustrating. It will take a lot more practice to get back to that level, but it will probably require more learning. So it's the idea of work smarter than harder. Like, I would have to just really think and make sure that I make it as easy for myself as possible. So let's get into an actual fight and let's see how long I survive for. So let me see. Okay, there's a guy there. I tell you what, I'm gonna let him spot me and we'll see how I do. Okay, so he spotted me. You can lock on with the right stick. So okay, let's see if we can parry. Okay, so now uh-oh. Now someone else has spotted me, so let's again. If there was multiple of these, I would be terrified, but I managed to survive. There's no proud moment in this. Like I've killed this one mob means absolutely nothing. We'll see what happens when I get to an actual boss and so on. So, like I say, guys, check out this game, see if you like it. The story is interesting as well. I won't really get into it. It's just a case of this guy is motivated to save someone. I won't say who that someone is, and there is someone evil coming after him. So yeah, again, that's all I will say. So the gameplay, it said, is focused on stealth, exploration, and combat. You choose your way through the game. Do you want it to be stealth? Do you want it to be... Oh, I was seen. And there's multiple mobs here. So the thing is with games, with stealth games, yellow usually means I've been spotted, but they haven't initiated combat or raised the alarm just yet. Red means they've seen you, they're going to come kill you. That's the way it is in all stealth games. So, like, fine, I know that this one is here, but he has 2 companions which are just close by. So if he spots me, he will raise the alarm, and then before you know it, it'll be a 3-on-1. But that's just a typical thing for stealth games. So yeah, so anyway guys, I think he saw me. I'm going to pause the game. Yeah. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there. You can watch the latest upload down there. Or you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.